Small, small, small. Here comes Hose and Sean.
Okay. I knew I was going to be feeling you guys tonight. I didn't know I was going to feel it, wanted to be doing it like that. Welcome to Hollywood Handbook, an insider's guide to kicking butt and dropping names in the red carpet line back hallways of this industry we call showbiz. Yeah. No. I want to talk about someone who's really special to me. It's so funny. It's like people, some people enter our lives and quickly go. And some people enter our hearts and stay forever. And some people are just kind of financially yoked to you in a way that it's a third thing. It's something different. It's not bad. It's also not good. Sean Clements.
Thank you. Oh, damn. I knew I was going to be feeling y'all's guys tonight. I didn't know it was going to be like that.
A little business before we get started.
A lot of business before we get started.
No participation of any kind from the audience this evening. Previous live shows, go ahead.
At least not the audience you can see.
So, we've spoken before with you about
What's he mean?
issues that
Hang on, we'll tell you.
the theater has brought up issues with audience members coming up on stage and leaving a residue. The residue was causing anyone else who got up on stage after them to become ethically non-monogamous. Sorry. I should know how to say it. I have to talk about it so often. I should know how to say it at this
No,
point.
but I never get quite comfortable with it, and neither do a lot of the people who engage in it.
And we tried to work something out with the theater about some kind of Lucite enclosure that was not something, it wasn't financially viable.
By the way, I tried to work something out with them called buying a mop. You know, it's just a goo. It's just a residue that all of our audience carries on them.
Yeah.
It leaves a trail of everywhere they go.
But they did try that, and everyone ended up being boyfriends, girlfriends with the mop.
Yeah,
So-
the mop came to life. It was like the Beauty and the Beast mop or whatever.
And it's
Is there
easy
one in
to
there?
like dance with, you know.
Yeah. And it's like everybody's like, yeah, kind of like partying with the mop. Actually fucking rocked.
So we said, well, these guys are gonna have to get their shit off. So like, what are we gonna do? We decided on contributions from the seats might work. They informed us that the residue is airborne.
Yeah, it mutated, it evolved, and good on y'all. Because that's pretty impressive. Like, that's a quick evolution. So you're on it. But it did make people ethically non-monogamous and mean about it.
And we also ran into issues. So we stream these live. People are watching at home or in the crawl space of someone else's home. And they're in the chat. They're chatting. And we were hearing from Kevin. Kevin's always in the chat as well. That the chat was not feeling very included during the show. They were...
The squeaky chat
Yes.
gets the grease, right?
They
always
were...
say that.
They were becoming radicalized, and they started... How to explain this? They were only sharing messages from the writings of Mark David Chapman,
Yeah.
who is the biggest fan and biggest murderer of John Lennon.
Number one fan /
Yeah.
murderer.
And I was like, I didn't know he had writings, but I guess he has some.
I thought of him as a reader mainly.
Yes.
In my mind, I go, that guy reads a lot. But the two go hand in hand.
You gotta read if you're gonna write. You gotta read.
Got to be reading. And so, in just that one aspect, I think he was doing that right. Mm-hmm. I'm not celebrating anything else about him. But if we just want to, and we can, silo off the fact that he was an aspiring writer, achieved some writing, and that he decided to read a lot to, gather inspiration and explore the form. What are the masters doing? So I just think, that is good. But I don't think it was good.
And so all of the users did change their name to Mark David Chatman.
Yeah.
Kevin was trying to, we sent Kevin in to take care of this. He was line by line typing out in the chat the dialogue from the movie Ordinary People, which Mark David Chapman famously saw and temporarily inspired him to not kill John Lennon.
Yeah, that had got him off it for a minute.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish he watched it again.
But Kevin was kind of punching it up in the chat. I mean,
Well, he was mainly focusing on the scene where the dude talks to his therapist about how he jerks off. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Where
And
Judd Hirsch is like, you jack off? And he's like, yeah, I do. He's like, feels good, right? And Kevin was just making that much more of the movie.
Yes.
I think of it as sort of a throwaway moment in the movie, but Kevin was like, this is what the movie's about. If you ask him, what's Ordinary People about? He's like, dude who jacks off, and he actually got a homie who talks to him about it. Which, there's more going on.
and he did change the title to Ordinary Peephole as well, which is not mentioned in his version, except at some point they're having that conversation about jacking off, and they hear someone cough.
Yeah.
And they say, "What is that?" And then someone says, "Nothing." Anyway,
yeah.
Anyway. Shall we bring out Chef Kevin, please? Thank you. We are going to be relying on contributions from the chat only tonight.
Yeah.
And
let's go all the way back. Oh, not the audience you can see. Oh. This guy actually fucking ate with that. Oh, damn. Clemdog actually fucking ate when he said that. Interesting.
Some other business. You might notice my friend here has on a kind of a special looking hat. I noticed not a single person commented on it, but someone actually worked really hard on that hat. Mm-hmm. That is a hat that Kevin texted us about yesterday to say, hey, we were actually working on what he called the fall version of the hat.
Then Hayes said, I don't want to call it the fall version.
'Cause
Fall
it's
Guy
green.
didn't do well.
Yes,
Fall Guy was the bomb.
Yes.
We had
the hat
two
is green,
incredibly
Fall Guy
charming
was not
leads.
green. Yes.
Yes, so he said Fall Guy's not green.
Yes.
And he doesn't associate green with the fall. Fall is when they stop being green, he said.
Yeah. Am I crazy? Sorry. Did I ask Kevin to come out? I'm so sorry. Did I? I just feel like I must be going crazy here.
No audience participation at all tonight, but please do tell me if I'm crazy.
Didn't
I ask Kevin to come out here?
Okay.
He wanted to call it the fall version.
There's Chef Kevin. Thank you so much.
Hayes fucking batted that shit down. He really honored the memory of Dikembe Mutombo.
Yes.
Because he swatted away Kevin's suggestion with such authority.
Yes.
Yeah. He sent it up into the cheap seats.
Yes.
And he said, no. This hat will be called.
And if we could have our laptop sheath unzipped, Kevin likes to say that the laptop is the only thing that he...
It's the only thing he's willing to wrap up.
Yes.
Hey guys, Chef Kevin here.
Yay.
Woo! Good audience tonight. Very nice.
I know. Did you
Yeah.
ever think you were going to be feeling it, want to go like that?
No way, right?
Wow, the chat's going crazy.
The chat must be flipping out right now.
And so chime in every once in a while with some
Sure.
chat
Because I'm always
comments.
sad for the people, and I think it is actually, I'm sad for the people who are in the audience because they probably wish a little bit they could see what's happening in the chat. And I think it's why some people stay home and don't come to the live show. I kind of get it, you know what I mean? Like, it's nice to buy a ticket, but it's also cool to be in the chat. So for next time, everybody feel free to buy a ticket, you know? Because you actually can still hear the chat. Kevin, give us a highlight from the chat.
Ryan says, woo!
Okay. Oh, I knew I was gonna be feeling the chat tonight, but I didn't know I was gonna be want to do it like this.
The people in the booth said they had custom lighting for me. Boys, hit it. David says, awesome. That's all.
Okay, go off, David.
Let's talk about the booth for a second. I've heard the patter a few times now. Dinah Scooch is great. That's new for me. I think we can keep that. The sodas and beers you've never heard of, or I've heard that now. We're a few months into that. I think we got to move on from it. I think the audience is ready for something new on that one.
The fact is, the first time I heard it, I went, I actually didn't know these sodas and beers, but now I actually know them and I like them because I've
Right.
been here a lot. And so that's like you're just punishing repeat customers.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Do you want to pitch on like what we can say about the sodas and beers?
Yeah. Okay. So we got to hit the sodas and beers, right?
That's how we make our money.
Yeah. And there's some spicy ones that I guess we want to talk about as well. even
Mention the spicy one's good.
Okay.
Flamin' hot. I'm just getting the ball rolling.
Yeah. Flamin' hot. I hope you guys went pee-pee.
Oh, I hope y'all. Yeah.
Get ready
I hope
for...
y'all drained. I hope y'all drained y'all's dicks and everything.
Yes.
I used to say they kind of gave me the shits, but the boss said I couldn't do that
Yeah,
anymore.
let's not do the shits. Let's say, I hope y'all drained y'all's dicks already.
Because you're about to piss straight flamin' hot gasoline. From our spicy sodas and beers. I made it extra spicy for you. Mm-hmm. I made them. I made all the sodas and beers.
Yeah.
That's why I have to go
So-
pee-pee so much
Yeah.
right now, because
I'm going right now, yeah.
I'm going right now.
I'm going
Yes.
right now. Is this crazy? This is gross.
Yes. Let's
Could
talk.
be good.
I'm writing all these down. This is gold.
I'd like to bring out our
yeah.
guests.
Let's get the guests. Even though, actually, I'm kind of vibing with y'all. But
I
let's get
wish
the
we could
guests-
just hang out with
I
you
wish
guys
the
today,
guests.
like I really
wish the
do.
guests could feel this though. So like.
But I think they're actually going to kind of become part of our thing.
But Hayes,
Like, I
we
think
didn't
that-
pay
yeah.
off. I just want to say,
Yeah.
we said, oh, we're not calling the hat the fall edition. Okay, so what are you going to call it?
Yeah. that's
Oh, if it's not fall, what are you going to call it?
Mm-hmm.
This is Hat Pack Green Goblin edition.
Hat Pack Green Goblin edition to prepare you for the Green Goblin's annual visit on Halloween. Mm-hmm. We will give you this hat, and there's how many of them?
10. Probably
It's-
7.
Insanely
There's
limited
there's
edition.
10? Well, there's probably 7. So
Honestly, yeah. There's probably only 7.
It's sold out.
Say there's 6.
It's sold out.
Oh my God, it's sold out. Oh, if you even see one, you better buy it.
we have some friends with us tonight, and they are a part of something that's really special
Yeah.
that I didn't take seriously at first.
Oh, quite the opposite.
And
The amount the text threads I was on about
Yes.
this fucking idea when I saw it. Oof. the deep state's gonna have a field day.
And then
will
it started
humiliate me.
to seem to get really popular and to be liked by people more than what I was doing.
And yes,
And I have sort of, if like, for people who know me, I'm the kind of person who like, I'm sort of like the person who like wants to have money. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. A lot of my friends, if you ask them like, oh, what's like Sean like? What's he really into? Like, I know on the show he's kind of crazy.
Yes.
But like when you know him and it's like he's always talking about money, wishing he had more money.
Yes.
How to get it, you know what I mean?
And part of that is like a desire for like wealthiness, if that makes sense, and to like have
luxury items.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Luxury items.
Yes, right. And being rich.
Yes. Yes.
And so what I love about what they're doing is
Gucci
like,
bucket hat. Go ahead.
They're building something that is so inclusive that like actually I get to be a part of it as well. You know what I mean? And like I get to do it and I get a show on it.
Yeah.
Like it's special.
That's
you know?
what's been like so cool
Yeah.
and like so innovative is it's like very welcoming and I have a show on it now.
You know them probably the most from Dropout. Please welcome Vic Michaelis, Zac Oyama, and Lou Wilson.
Hello. Thank you. Oh, excuse us. Hi. Hi. Sorry. Hello. Hi. Thank you so much. Do we?
Hi.
Food? Yeah.
Thank you. Good to see you guys. Good to see you
Thank
guys.
you.
Really
Zach,
special
you wanna
having
take
you
one
all
on
here
the end?
tonight.
Hey, thrilled to be here.
Happy to be here. Thanks
Zach,
for having
welcome.
us.
It's Zach's first time, right?
How about
First time on the pod. Yeah.
And we always kind of love on our first timers a little bit.
you.
So, like,
That's
break
so
them in a little.
sweet.
We
Hey,
just
welcome
feel
in,
like-
welcome in.
Thank
We
you.
just love on.
Hey,
them a
you're
little
part
bit.
of this.
And we're gonna keep
Yeah.
doing that. So,
Look at us. Look at us.
Come on.
Great.
Should we stand or are we doing a sitting pod or a standing pod?
You know what? I mean, we like to say, do whatever you feel, but don't do what I'm doing. That's kind of my thing.
Right.
Got it.
Great.
I'm seeing that we paid for the live stream cameras and are trying to get our money's worth.
What's up?
Of sort of the live stream cameras, making sure we're getting the angles.
Yeah, I would say that's fair. But I'll tell you what's not fair. How come Dropout's so much more popular than my show?
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
I'm glad you brought that up because that was something that the three of us were kind of talking
We were
about.
talking
Yeah.
backstage.
Actually.
So you guys were talking about that?
Oh my God.
No, just
I
about.
was
Yeah.
just talking about that too.
We were talking
Oh.
about it. We wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, and it's good that you brought that up actually because
We were thinking, we were backstage and the show started. I don't think we feel. I think it's just, it feels like talking out of school to talk about Dropout at all.
School.
You want to go to school?
Yeah.
No way.
So I think-
I don't want to go to school. I want to drop out of school. So I got to play
Yeah.
games with my friends, be funny.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we're not going to talk about Dropout stuff.
You won't
tonight.
talk about that?
Yeah.
For our show?
Yeah.
Okay. So do they need someone to talk about it? Like if you guys aren't talking about it anymore, are they like bringing people in?
An ambassador of sorts to
Right.
go on other podcasts.
Yes,
talk
and to
about
talk
it.
about it. Yeah, and so like, is there like an equity
Some
relationship
kind of
involved?
financial, yeah,
Like,
or
are we,
some sort of
I mean,
shares.
I
is
feel
there
like
a funding round coming up, or like what are we?
when I was talking to Time Magazine kind of about the role of kind of some of the work I'm doing there and kind of pushing culture forward, I think that in those spaces we're very comfortable kind of speaking on it. But I think
Yeah.
here as friends, we just would love to
We
get
just
into...
like be people here.
Yeah, like
yeah.
just
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and when I was talking to Tim Magazine,
Sorry?
when I was talking to Tim Magazine,
First name, last name. Tim Magazine.
that tends to be how I refer to people. I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have a different way that you like to?
No, I'm just checking in.
Okay. Yeah.
I like listening to my friends, and I want to make sure that I'm understanding you in the way.
And that's
Yeah.
what exactly
and
what I'm
that's,
saying. To
and
Tim
that's what we
Magazine.
like to do
Yes.
too. And I was just saying that the other day when I was talking to my magazine.
Mike Magazine? Mike Magazine?
Magazine?
I was talking to my magazine.
Your magazine.
I have a magazine. I was talking to it.
I love that.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I really want to be able to communicate with my friends, you know? I want to be able to talk about anything, even if there's something lame at work that's driving me nuts. You got jobs, huh? What's going on? What's really burning your beans at work these days?
God, I mean, if this is Dropout related, I don't know what I have to say about that right now, I guess. We're happy to talk about other projects and other, if you have any other, if you know any
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what that would look like.
yeah.
What's the other project?
Yeah, what else
the other
do you what
projects?
else do you all have going, I guess?
Well,
that-
Lou, I would say like actively works at Jimmy Kimmel. That
Yeah,
would
we
be.
can talk Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we can talk about him bailing on his responsibility to America to host the Emmys every time ABC gets it. It's not like ABC's done anything for him, right? And were you in on that?
Was I?
You told him to take the night off? Or no, he'll go. He'll sit in the crowd.
Uh-huh.
He'll eat the food.
Oh, how kind. Meanwhile, all I want is to see him up on that stage. It's his job.
I mean, he really is the host with the most, and I think they'll get him back one of these days.
So
Well, tough for me to be mad at that. Jesus, I was ready to go right back at you, and then you fucking really cut the knees out from under me.
well, I mean, like people say that. I'm always like, the most what?
Most.
Host the most.
What's the most?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Host with the most what?
The host with the most.
So not only are you not going to talk about Dropout, you're just going to repeat back everything we say. Just the last couple words.
Well, project I would love to talk about is I was in a Hallmark movie a year ago, and I would like to plug that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow, that plug really works. They're really on board with it before they even hear about it.
So I'd just sort of like to ask people that last year, if you could have watched my movie, that would sort of be like good to maybe gotten me in one this year, which didn't happen. But I'm just hoping that maybe we don't make the same mistakes again.
Is it for a special holiday?
Hanukkah?
It was for Hanukkah. Okay. And
Yeah.
so that is coming up pretty soon, huh?
Sure.
We're waiting by that phone, and the Hanukkah call is not coming in this year.
Well, see, they shoot in 3 weeks, and so I'm thinking to myself that if we make enough noise, we can bang one of those out
Okay.
pre-Hanukkah.
And
this
isn't Make
year.
Enough Noise the name of one of the shows that you guys do?
We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that.
I will. Sort of
Yeah, it
briefly,
sounds
it's
really
called
fun.
Make
And we sort of
Some
want to like
Noise. but
truncate
it-
into
yeah.
what we're doing here, which is the work.
Yeah.
So
So just make some noise.
Yeah.
yeah.
Doesn't sound like enough noise.
If we were talking about Dropout, we might have something to say about that, but we're not
Yeah.
talking about Dropout.
Okay.
We're talking about sort of our other work.
Hey, you know what could be really inclusivity? You know this show coming, and we don't have to say what it's for, but it's at Madison Square Garden, right?
All right. All right.
And like I know,
I know what you're talking about. Yes, go ahead. Yes.
and I heard something about like the tickets for the show that like the tickets were like expensive tickets. Mm-hmm. You know what could be really good is we just did that show right now, and then everyone could have the show on this.
Oh, wow.
What if we did that show instead?
Oh,
and
my
it
God.
could-
What a gut punch to inequality. Oh, my God.
or maybe you guys just
damn.
want to keep it for yourself on your own thing. But like, I
Oh,
think,
right. I guess you could kind of hoard it.
Zach, you want to take this
Yeah,
one?
I mean, I guess just to talk loosely about it. I mean, we're not gonna.
It's Brannon, isn't it?
It's hard to do without our friend Brennan, who it runs the show.
With a pretty iron fist, it sounds like as
Yeah.
well.
No, I think he would be open with us using it right now. It's just unfortunately we just don't have any of this. There's some prep involved.
Yeah, we don't have the
Scared of
dice.
I'm
or-
feeling the fear from cruel Brandon.
So here's what I will
Ooh.
offer. Zach was a writer on home economics, so we could write an episode of Home Economics here for you if that's of any interest.
There's never been
Right
a better
here.
time to write a new episode of Home Economics.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
I have been pounding the hashtag Save Home Economics,
Yeah.
and so I can.
I'm actually not allowed to post it anymore. They think I'm a bot. It's like you can't even be a passionate fan anymore. You get accused of being a fucking robot. The most human thing we have is our love of home economics. I mean, that's what separates me from those cold, unfeeling metal men out there.
And so, okay, let's talk about some of our characters. This is family, yes? Surely they get along.
Yeah, it's
yes?
sort of family.
The family must be all kind of similar in terms of their earnings.
You know, that's a good point. They're actually pretty
Yeah.
different. You know, one's sort of.
Oh, but I think
richer.
of families as like, oh, you're all from the same family. Oh, I got a rich family. Oh, I got a poor family. My family can't afford the Madison Square Garden show. No, you can't have it.
Yeah.
You'd never be allowed to have that.
Well, I
You know
think
what mean?
everyone in the family is just like very important people, you know? They're just like all get along. And I think that there's like not one that's like
What a
better
noise.
than another one. What?
Let me just do it.
And it was
That's what they
multiple
did.
people.
Yeah, it was all of them.
Everyone made it.
Right.
But I just like, that's what I think of as a family. So if they're all in the same family, they must have basically like the same kind of income level, right?
Unfortunately not. There's some one of the families is not doing as well
So
financially.
you were tweeting
Why did you
Save
wait,
Home
wait,
Economics constantly.
Wait. Starting
Talk
to,
about a fucking story engine. Let me just shovel some more coal into that thing.
Yeah.
That's insane.
starting to see a little bit of a theme here. You won't share the show with everyone in the world on here, and you don't want families to do very well.
It's not what I want. It's just sort of the idea of the show that there are people with different levels of
And
income.
they made you write that against your will. You didn't want that. You just said.
I
You're
did-
just
I
in the
did
room
pitch,
just
like-
fighting the whole premise the whole time.
I was in there and I was doing the work to just try to what if the lower income family won the lottery, and what if the middle income family won a little bit of the lottery, and then the rich brother was fine. Mm-hmm. So it didn't work out.
That didn't go over.
No.
And it's not on anymore.
And it was Colton and Abood in there.
It was Colton and Abood.
And did they still love the 90s?
I think they loved it. Do they work?
You
on...
never asked even one time.
Oh,
They were
you
there
didn't-
every day.
I thought you were
wow.
talking about the. Okay, I got my shows that have 90s confused. They do love the 90s.
Oh, you were
Yes.
thinking of Topher and
Yeah.
that 90s show
Yes.
and all that?
Yeah, I
No.
got confused.
Did you happen to find out from them who had the best week ever every week?
Yeah. And I think both of them. They constantly did.
Was the humor modern on that show?
It was. It was pretty modern. Yeah, I would say so. What do you mean by modern humor? Oh,
Colton and Abood?
yeah.
They founded the Modern Humorist. Okay,
Wow.
so you got that job.
Did you apply for
I guess
that
it's
job?
kind of a punch in, punch out, 10 cabs home type thing. It doesn't sound like we're chopping it up after work.
I think
that
I
much.
didn't know we would be talking about a job I had like 2.5 years ago.
We
as
weren't
much
going
as-
to be.
No.
Yeah.
Can I? I'm sorry.
Y'all decide.
Can I ask a question? I feel like we're talking a lot about us. What are you guys up to?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for asking.
that's
This is really
actually
exciting.
good. That's actually exciting.
We have these 10 hats that are probably 7 hats.
They're probably closer to 7 at this point, maybe 6. So
Is that if they're selling?
it's actually so complicated. But the short answer is no.
Right. I see. So outside of the hats, because you guys talk about like entertainment industry, because you're in the entertainment industry, like what are you guys doing entertainment wise right now?
Yeah. Well, you know.
Time
So
for
this
the
could
chat check-in.
Oh,
Perfect.
Patrick says, chat pack. I said, I got in there. I says, I'm on the stage. Patrick responded, we know, we're watching the video. That's a chat check-in.
Hey, Kevin, I'm so sorry. That person that said chat pack,
Yes.
that was really
That was
funny.
Patrick. He has a name.
that's
Okay.
Patrick.
Yeah, it was Patrick.
Pat Pack. To write Pat Pack.
Pat back.
That was really funny. Can you send me that person's contact info? I got a show I'm working on right now. We're not going to talk about it right now, but I'd like to see if maybe they'd be interested in doing something.
Patrick, what's your info?
Okay, thanks. Sorry, we're not going to talk right now.
Can you also can you have Patrick email me? And just say what Vic's say what Vic is sending.
Can you tell Patrick maybe to keep my contact info under the hat? Thank you.
Remind Patrick just exactly whose chat he's even in right now, and how he was able to make this great connection with you. Sounds like there's only 2 people in the chat from the from the most recent chat check. And then one of them is on stage and that doesn't think anyone can see him. But like, even so, like that's kind of beautiful. And you were asking what we do in the entertainment industry. Like that's like actually the core of entertainment is just 2 people connecting. Like that's the most entertaining thing there is.
I
Do
love
you ever
that.
talk to Jimmy about how people of different
this is
political
for you.
Oh, this
beliefs?
is for me?
is
Oh,
you, I
this is
think.
for my... Oh, okay. Got it. Sorry. It's the glasses. I just couldn't... Yeah.
They actually like to laugh too. And so they actually might want to go home and enjoy a show a little bit, and just because of who they vote for, they don't have to be in trouble when they're trying to watch a TV show.
Well, I think there's lots of TV. And, if those people need a show, I think that there are plenty of other options. I
What else?
Oh,
Home
really? What else are they gonna watch?
economics.
What else are they gonna watch?
think they can watch...
You can watch what's the Gumball?
Yeah, Gutfeld.
Gutfeld.
They got Gutfeld on Fox. If they check out Dropout, they can watch Make Some Noise or Dimension 20 or Game Changer.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Jimmy's got Keira Knightley. You know what I mean? Like, let's take a look at who's on Jimmy. Like, what if I want to see someone interview, Keira Knightley? Is Gutfeld gonna do that for me?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Unfortunately, no.
So please, just
You know
will
what's
you just
interesting
talk to him?
about Keira Knightley? Her name could be the name of a talk show.
Wow.
Oh my God.
we have to
We
do
have
this.
to
Yeah.
do this.
That's really-
Guys, we have to do
We
this.
have to do this.
That's good.
This is
I
pretty
love
good,
it.
actually.
Really.
I really like that.
Would she be in London?
Would she be in London?
Would she be
It would
in London?
sound insane if she were here. So, yeah, I think she's got to be in
Yeah,
London.
she's gonna have
where-
to be in London. We saw what happened with Craig Ferguson.
Or we didn't. That was the problem.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Just doesn't travel.
Yeah.
James fucking cut the cordon. I mean, that's right. We all unsubscribe.
Yeah. The Brits definitely have a hard time over
It's
here.
just like they can't do it here. You know what I mean? I wish they could. Like I'll try to watch it. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but at least I'll like put it on and kind of look at it.
No, I actually think that's a really good point. You have to be surprised that they're British.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to find out that they're British and go, that person's not British.
Yeah.
And then you go
Like
on their
Spider-Man.
Instagram. Like Spider-Man.
It's,
Yeah,
it's all
exactly.
like
Like
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's the second time you said that he had a good point. You said it, and you said it too.
I said it in.
And so he got 2.
Right. Well, you're making a couple of good points here.
Well, I'm swinging like crazy.
Yeah. It's a low batting average, but a batting average nonetheless.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I got the most home runs, but I got way more strikeouts. I got the most strikeouts ever.
Who's going to be on the couch this week?
Who do we have? We've got Vice President Tim Walz.
Vice President.
Oh my!
I know not.
You weren't supposed to tell them to fix it in.
Lou. On the first
Can
one,
we scrub
Lou.
that? Can we scrub that? Is it possible?
Jimmy's going to be so mad
He's
that you
gonna be
read
really
in the
mad.
envelope
He's gonna
before
be
the
mad.
presidential election happened.
Yeah, the presidential election's just like the Oscars, and you can read it beforehand if you get the chance. But no, we've got Tim Walz, we've got Harrison Ford's coming on.
Okay.
I one time on a different podcast called him Tim Hit My Back Walls. And can I tell you something, Lou? Jimmy can use that.
Okay.
Come to Jimmy.
I'll let him know. Yeah.
For free?
I didn't say that. But when he likes it,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say if.
Pass it
Come
along.
and call me.
I will. Yeah.
Me, him, Patrick, we all get on a chat.
I'm happy to open that channel.
Dope. Who else we got on the couch?
Who else is coming to town?
Mark Hamill going to surprise Adam Scott again?
Oh, that was great. That was a great time. No, I don't think so.
Why not? Do it again.
We've got
He really would think he's not coming this time.
Yeah, he'd be really surprised.
he really enjoyed that. We've got Suki Waterhouse coming on. She's gonna perform.
Okay, she's gonna perform.
Yeah, she's gonna sing.
Yeah, she wrote a book. She's gonna sing her book.
Who's Suki? Suki Waterhouse is the singer.
I believe so.
Yes,
brother.
Did Suki Waterhouse she's a singer who also wrote a book?
And is also married to Robert Pattinson, or is with Robert
Are they
Pattinson.
married? I don't think they're married.
I don't know. Can't speak to that.
Marriage is sacred.
Okay, so
We
you don't know
just throw
who
around.
she is,
Well, I'm just
but
the
you know
announcer.
her marital status.
I'm not. Jimmy has to interview the guests. I just have to say their names very
their
loudly.
name and their
And
marital status.
and whether
Yeah.
they're single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd actually be stepping on Jimmy's territory, I feel like, if
Exactly.
you knew too much about the guests.
Okay, so far you did get Vice President Tim Walz wrong already.
Yeah.
And so, but is there like a rehearsing time? Are we like gonna get in the lab on
Yeah,
these?
exactly.
Like-
I cook every day before we actually get out there and let it rip.
okay.
So I'll have a chance. I did a teaser. I do a teaser the week before, and then on the day we do it live.
Can I say what I think is happening here?
I got a feeling you're gonna, no matter how.
So I'm just going to say, it seems like you guys probably prepared a lot of Dropout material.
I'm
That was
really
kind of
glad
the
to hear
main
that it
thing,
seems
yes.
like
and
that.
then we
Yeah.
sort
That
of
was
came
sort of
on
the
here
main
and
thing
you
we were
said,
thinking
and then we were
about.
like, oh, we're sort of like, more complex people than just like one thing. We want to talk about that. And
Well,
you
we
guys
did not invite you here to be more complex
Right.
people than just that one thing.
And so how about this? What if we just open the floor and we say you get
Couple of questions.
a couple
Yeah.
of questions?
Couple of questions. All right. How did your experience at Dropout inform your work on home economics?
It was.
You'd be shocked how much he gets that.
That's a great question. I think it informed it in that I would work on that show Monday through Friday, and then we would shoot our Dimension 20 seasons on Saturday and Sunday. And so informed it in that I was just very tired all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And if I just may cut in for a second with a boo-hoo. and a boo-hoo to you, sir.
yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
And Sean,
Yeah.
did you have something you wanted to add as well?
When
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear that note, and I feel like you're receiving that note.
Yeah,
That's
I
good,
think it's
actually.
Yeah.
it was
yeah.
Good
That's
problems.
No, I mean, we were joking around, but that fucking sucks, man. to be thriving, wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
It was really hard for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have sort of a similar thing where we have sort of set our job is basically to sell one hat for every day of the week.
How is that going?
I'll tell you tomorrow.
Yeah. So we'll sell a hat Monday through Monday. Tuesday, get up, try to get that hat somehow off our hands, you know?
Yeah.
Just really pushing it. And we keep changing the colors of it.
So you keep talking a lot about hats, and when I did ask you earlier what you're doing in entertainment right now, you said selling hats, and I guess I am just not seeing how
ahead,
that is
go
connected
ahead.
to entertainment specifically.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just like curious how that's connected to entertainment specifically.
Okay, so you are saying it's not? Like, that's what that question is saying?
Well, I'm just curious.
Well, because if you can't see it, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you got to ask, you can't afford it.
Right. Right.
Do we get to keep these?
These-
Kevin, what did we do?
Chat check-in. A lot less applause this time. The draft class asks, "What show is this?" Emily responded, "Hollywood Handbook." James says, "Well, Patrick has eaten my entire lunch." And finally, Spooky Quill says, "How many hats are left if they're wearing 6 or 7 on stage?"
I just want to say that's really nice. More of that energy of just seeing a payment form and just like filling it in, and then you find out what the show is. So many people are like, "Well, I want to know a little more about. I want to listen to a free one first. Just pay."
Hey. What's the worst that could happen? We get money? That actually rocks. No, but it's really great to have all of the dropouts here. But some of these games are nuts. It would be so fucking crazy if we played one.
Played a dropout game.
That would be nuts.
Wait.
Oh my God, we can't. Do we? Can we?
And you guys, don't you have a whole changers about that?
The game changer.
Game
yeah.
changer.
Yeah, that's what that. Yeah.
yes.
So you do. Yes. Yes. And what are what's some of the game that was happening?
And how's it change?
Well, I think the thing is like the game always changes, so it's like you don't know what you're gonna do.
Oh my God,
So-
I love this.
Yeah.
So like I
Okay,
truly.
do it on me.
Oh. Okay.
No, it's okay. Do it on me.
Okay.
We're usually the ones that I guess it's sort of Sam's.
So I guess if you guys wanted to have the experience, it would be like we're like, "Hey, welcome to Game Changer," and then we'd sort of be like, "Okay, for 1 point, make this sound."
A little light. I only get 1 point.
So yeah, you don't normally get to like negotiate with the points. It would sort of be so.
Are people like
should.
running
Right.
around and stuff?
Maybe.
Kind of depends.
Can I be running
And-
around?
Kind of
Yeah.
depends.
You can run around if you want, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I just like. You fix my thing.
Yeah.
I guess that's like maybe a point for Sean.
We just kind of like to have a little bit of a spirit of play here, and
I
so
love
we're just kind
that.
of always
That's
getting
great.
up
That's
and
the
around like,
first thing I thought
just
of.
like doing a little bit. And we'll be like,
Oh,
Tag.
You tagged him.
Yeah.
Sort of in the
And we'll love on here.
tag also. Oh, that's so nice.
But it's kind of moving around.
I
So
love
we
that.
can do that. We can go on Game Changers and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
I kind of hurt my leg running.
It seems like you guys want to be on Dropout, and I think that's a great goal. That's not something we can really help with.
No, you could help us play a game.
Do you have a game in mind, or you want us to make up a
I
game?
just see the poster and I see you guys on there, and I know that you had to do something to get on there, and so do it to me.
So, I mean,
Fine, you can do it to me.
But
I'm
we-
like ready or whatever.
I would say, and I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody. What we did to get there is long form improv for a really long time, mostly.
Oh my God! Now I actually am mad.
I
There's simply no fucking way you did it for longer than me.
Just like
It's sort of directly translated into
Yeah.
like.
No, we did it
lose
for a really
jobs.
long time, like
No,
four and a half years.
It's just a really long time thing.
And
That's,
yeah, just
that it's
like
bumping
knowing-
for me.
It was like, it was so long. It was
knowing
like,
what you think a really long time is.
it was like
what
4.5
actually
years,
is.
and I was thinking about,
Yeah.
quitting, and because it was too long. At 4.5 years, I was like, this is too long to be doing that. It's like embarrassing at this point, and I almost.
Just like how much it hurt me to just try to run a little bit. It was like a joke run, but it was also like I'm just sore, and it's from how long a long time is for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna recover in this episode.
Sean, can I be honest and share something kind of vulnerable?
Oh God.
When I first moved to LA, I think it was 2011.
No.
I didn't have any friends yet. I didn't know anyone.
no.
And I lived in Beechwood Canyon, and I'd walk down to UCB.
Can you involve me in this story too somehow? It's just I'm also here. I've also had a life that I lived
Yeah.
as well.
Well,
That has also led me to the exact same place.
Yeah.
I guess it just sort of involves Sean, so I don't really know what to do with that.
Okay. Great improviser we got here. Jesus Christ.
This is a true story. Okay, I would walk past Hayes and go to UCB, and I would see the 11 p.m. Shitty Jobs show. And I would see Sean perform, and then I would think to myself, one day I'm gonna take the skills that he has and do it at Madison Square Garden.
Should we bow?
Proud of you.
I didn't know you did improv. That's so cool.
Barely.
Oh, I broke the chair.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
I was thinking about doing that too. I hate these chairs.
Want to switch?
No.
Is
it's
everybody okay?
So actually, that's
So wait,
like,
wait. Money. We can make money off this. That's really dangerous. It's really dangerous to have a chair that could hurt people. This place is rolling in it.
you think this place is wrong?
Dropouts, lawyers, bankroll.
Yes.
So you want me to hurt myself?
Let's all get hurt.
God.
Come on.
Let's all get really hurt.
Okay. Let's all hurt ourselves and each other.
The tickets are sold for the Madison Square Garden show. They gotta pay you no matter what.
I mean,
I guess
yeah.
that's true. I rent, and I would really love to own something one day.
Oh, there's no better way than going through the Dynasty Typewriter.
I mean, it's exposed wood for sure.
Yeah, that's
Okay, and-
exposed.
That's exposed.
Okay, and say that there's like bugs in it.
And there's a couple bugs in there.
Okay.
Oh,
can
no, I'm
see 'em.
allergic to a couple bugs.
That might be a cobweb.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a cobweb.
Okay. Okay. And say you got a splinter and it's really in there.
I got a splinter and it's really in there. It's under the skin.
I just got to say again, the improv skill on display from the three. Like, I get, like, okay, yeah, like,
We're inventing entire worlds.
Okay,
the game got stepped up.
you two seem to have a lot of notes. I would love to see you do a little bit of improv. If I'm being totally Let's hear it. You got so many notes about our improv. I'd love to see you two do a little bit of improv. Your suggestion is Dropout. So why don't you take center stage and do a little bit of improv for us?
Chat check-in.
Chat check-in. This will be a quick one. Tracy says, at Dynasty Typewriter, feet pics, question mark? There's others. I'll save them for the end.
If it's Dropout, we could like be one of them, I guess. Okay. We could each like be okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Should we clear out?
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Oh. I'm sorry. I just worked 9 to 5 on a network show. Oh my god. But I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
You think you're tired? Try pushing my liberal agenda all day. Yeah, I just
Okay.
have access to millions of homes every night, and instead of trying to let everybody laugh, all I do is make policy from behind a little desk.
Okay.
My puppet, Jimmy Kimmel, will do whatever I say.
Okay. Are you ready to do this? Are you ready? Are you feeling silly? Are you feeling nice? Okay. We're silly and nice. That's what we do. We're silly and we're nice. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Okay. Here we go. That's nice. Yes, that's good. That's very nice. That's very silly. Okay.
Thanks.
That's good. Oh, wait. Sorry. Sam's here. Shh.
We're still in the scene.
Sam's here.
Are we Sam?
Someone be Sam.
Someone be Sam.
Yeah.
Kevin.
No, Sam is always sitting down.
Good evening.
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
Not bad.
He does that, right? He does that.
that's
for
Yeah.
real.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He greets people.
And what's he usually do after that?
It's like introduces his show. He's
Yeah, it says what we're doing here today.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Welcome to the show. And today we have beautiful show.
And because he's
Yeah.
the host and he's hosted every episode, he goes into a lot of detail about specifically what the show is.
I'm the host. I've hosted every episode. And today I am here with two beautiful people who are going to do fantastic performance today.
And what are their names?
And their names are Sean and Hayes. They're
No, we're not. Wait, no, we should be us.
This is
It's better for us if
That's
we're
better for us. We're doing Dropout. That's right.
That's actually what we want.
That's right. It's Sean and Hayes.
It's Sean and Hayes here. They can do whatever they want. I've hosted every episode. And Sean and Hayes are here. And buckle up.
That's pretty
was
good.
really
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin, after this, can I get your contact info? That was really good. You have such a clear voice.
Thanks, Vic.
What do you say?
Thanks, Vic.
Thanks, Vic.
That was really nice how you guys supported each other just then when Zach said what he say, and Vic said, "Thanks, Vic."
Thank you. You're so nice.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was really nice.
Yeah. You guys are nice too.
Thanks.
Glad we could all be nice together.
Yeah. I think it's nice to have a show that's just nice.
Yeah.
You know?
Everyone's feeling good.
Yeah. I think that's nice. I
mean, I just think it's kind of amazing you guys are doing this here. I mean, you guys have been doing improv since I was like 8.
This is a new cheer for me. I was like, okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And that,
if you accept the new chair, you're basically waiving your right to.
yeah, that to me just shows we have something.
Yeah.
You know? They've never done that before. They've never been scared like that.
Did not help.
Yeah.
Scooch me over? Okay. If I could scooch you over just a little bit, then you would what? That's nice.
If we had the power to get you a Dropout show for whatever reason, if we could do that, what would you even do?
I'm listening.
Over there. But no, honestly, it's like you've got this, and this is its own thing.
At
like, why
Dropout?
would you want to be doing something somewhere else? Like, what would you do?
Oh, I'd go so crazy on Dropout. It would be the wildest show you've ever seen. What are some of the shows they do now?
Yeah, what are they?
Basically crank it all the way up, whatever they're doing. Just basically multiply it by 1 billion, and that's like how crazy mine would be.
Okay.
I guess I would have people who liked me stop me in the street, men, women. They say they love my show, they love everything I do. And I know that they're not going to bring it up, but if I want to take it further, I can. You know what I mean? That opportunity is there for me to like.
What do you mean they could take it? If you want to take it further, you could.
And this is a show, right?
The show is the show. We can do a little sing, dance, whatever.
Show whatever.
What matters
show
is
we do
the show.
long form improv, right?
Yeah,
but like,
it's like
the show keeps going, which is the show is me on the street,
Yes.
and I'm basically allowed to do whatever I want.
Yes. You know that feeling.
That
Don't act like
opportunity
you don't know.
exists.
Don't act like you don't know.
Everybody, come on,
Yeah.
and let's all get real honest right now. Take the damn masks off. Dropout.
And while we're taking our masks off, why don't we take these off as well? You know what I mean?
You slide right off.
Right?
Oops. forgot my-
While we're taking stuff off, you know what I mean? And that's an example of how these conversations can go, where like all you have to do is say the word, and it's whatever you
Is that
want.
not happening with this? Like, what's an example of a fan interaction that you're having with this?
Let me get in my time machine back to when I used to have them. Okay. One fan interaction I might have is a guy who just seems really wet. Like, just is like... We're just at Amoeba Records, but he's somehow soaked.
It's not hot out.
No.
Right.
Nothing. He's not an employee there, so he doesn't have access to an employee shower or anything. Not that I think they have one. But, like, he is just dripping wet.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes over, and what he's saying is unintelligible. But I know this is a fan because this has happened before. And what he does is, it's so light the amount of touch that I get just on like this part of my arm from him as he's like, and then, but I have to throw the shirt out. So like that's a typical fan interaction from here.
But you can tell in that interaction, if you wanted to take it further, he would not be interested.
There's nothing, yeah.
There's nothing there.
I think I still
Nothing
don't know
else
what
to do.
taking it further.
At this point, I've forgotten too, honestly.
Yeah, it's been that long.
My fan interactions are mostly a guy comes up to me and he's holding like a Tupperware full of some kind of slop. It's open. There's no top to be seen. It's untopped slop.
Is it like takeout slop?
Maybe at one point it's like yeah, I guess it could be takeout slop.
Okay.
And he's talking. I can't understand it all. I'm smelling the slop.
Right.
Like it's so overwhelming. And I do try to initiate a little kind of like touch thing just to see, like to see what my options are. And he just recoils. The slop goes flying. He says, "I'm sorry. I think you're completely misreading me."
Right.
I am remembering another fan interaction I had. Sometimes I'll meet someone who's a fan, and what they'll do is just immediately surpass everything I've done so quickly. And then I'll sort of like get down on my knees and beg them to be like one of 3 guests at a live show of mine. And they'll use that as a platform to kind of just flex and just like point out at the half-sold Dynasty Typewriter show that they're going to do what I've been doing at Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
Hey.
That sounded like they want to end the show. Right?
I'm good to go.
Okay, thanks everyone. Thank you, Vic Michaelis. Thank you, Zac Oyama. Thank you, Lou Wilson. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for coming out tonight. Goodbye.